After the next presentation, you can catch Nawaf by the coffee brewing area, and then you can ask all the questions you want to ask. But thank you so much, Nawaf, for that. We were supposed to go for a panel, but we'll do the panel right after we come up from the coffee break, which means the next speaker is the person who is between you and your coffee break. And the coffee break is at 11 o'clock, so the next speaker has 15 minutes, and I'm sure he'll do a good job. He's Chief of Communication at MetisDAO, and he's here to talk to us about building infrastructure for Web 3.0. Let's welcome Norbert.
Thank you very much, Kafi, for the awesome introduction. And I promise I won't take much of your time. I know how you would like to go for your coffee. And I'm really happy being here. It's always a pleasure to meet the blockchain community and talk about the innovations that blockchain is doing here in Africa, especially the light of the younger generation and how you are willing to learn and see the adoption of blockchain and how it's really solving the problems down here. As Kafi said, my name is Norbert, and I'm the current community and Africa lead for MetisDAO Foundation. A lot of people may not know what Metis is about, so I'll give a brief description of what we are building at Metis. So Metis is building a hub and empowering Web3. And currently, we started off by building a smart layer 2 network where we are scaling Ethereum layer 2, Ethereum as a layer 2. And we are providing more scalability, more speed, security, and also making the transactions much cheaper and faster. So let's give a quick facts about Metis. So just as I started, we are building an infrastructure to run Web3. But we started off by building a smart layer 2, and currently our mainnet is called Andromeda. We launched about almost 4 months ago. We will be celebrating our 1-year anniversary coming November 19th. And so happy anniversary to Metis for me. Currently we have about 94,000 active wallets as I checked this morning, and TVL around $150 million. And transaction fee on our network currently is around 1 cent. And swaps, which makes use of high smart contracts, costs around 3 cents, which is much cheaper comparing to the current Ethereum gas fee. So our ecosystem, we have a bigger ecosystem in this space. We are ranked number 3 in TVL in layer 2s. You can check that on L2Vs, and we have many protocols on our network, spanning from aggregators, from DEXs, all types of protocols in the blockchain can be found on our network. We have more than 50 projects, active projects that are builders on our network, and all these are contributing to the growth of the Metis ecosystem. Yes, so our team. We have a global presence for all our team members, with many of our team members currently in Canada, some in Asia, most of our developers in Asia, in USA, and Africa. We also have a global ambassador community, which is located almost in every country. We have a presence in almost every country. In Africa, we are present in South Africa, in Nigeria, in Kenya, in Zambia, almost every country that you can think of that is adopting blockchain to the highest level, Metis is there. So this is our team members. You can see Kevin Liu, Lena is a centralized coordinator. You can see the likes of Natalia Ameline, who is Vitalik's manager on our team. And so we have a global team and a big team building a hub for Web3. So our mission, Metis, we are building an infrastructure to run Web3. And you might wonder why I keep referring Web3 as an economy. So we see Web3 as being centered on the individual. Without this, talking about decentralization, data privacy, or anything of that sort may be used. Blockchain must be usable to the community. We should be able to use blockchain. And this technology is not ahead of time. It should be usable, and it is usable. We have defined protocols, many people using smart contracts to execute much complex transactions. And so we see this blockchain as being individual-centered. So let's take the key features of decentralization. As I said, it should be centered on the individual. We can't only focus on blockchain being decentralized and blockchain doing this and blockchain doing that. If users are unable to use blockchain, then of course it's useless. And so our main core objective that we see as the main feature of Web3 is being centered on the individual, that is you and I, to be able to use blockchain in your day-to-day activities. And I believe previous speakers talked about how DAOs are evolving and how blockchain, the evolution of money, and the contribution of DeFi as well. So I talked about blockchain being individual-centered. If you want to center on the individual, then it is obvious we are most likely doing it the wrong way, because currently the core construction of blockchain is not really individual-centric, and so we have a lot of work to be done. And so we at Metis, we are building a whole construct to support the individual to thrive in Web3. And we started off by building the infrastructure layer, which is the basic layer, which is our Metis Smart Layer 2. And yes, happy anniversary to Metis coming 19 November. So that's our infrastructure layer to support people to utilize Metis in the Web3. And this Metis Smart Layer 2 is actually smart. It's actually very smart as compared to the current layer 2 scaling solutions out there. And my next slide, I will talk about how smart the layer 2 network is. And we also have a middle layer, which is an easy-to-use wallet and an all-inclusive Web3 ID. And we talk about that in the subsequent slides as well. We also have the application layer, of course. The speaker on DAOs made a good presentation talking about the evolution of DAOs. And I'm going to talk about something different, which is the DACs. And the DACs is much bigger than the DAOs, because we are not restricted to only the voting and coming together to make decisions for the community.
When you talk about finance, decentralized finance, without even going further on what blockchain does. And I believe that if we, with the proper education, which Crunch Network is bringing, we would advise people, let people understand how they would be able to use blockchain effectively, not just about finance, but put it in their daily lives and basically. Thank you.
And when that happens, when are the banks going to do? If you have the money, will you give it to the bank and say, okay, I'm buying mutual bonds or anything like that? What you can just download an app, let's say Trust Wallet or Coinbase, you buy some tokens, and boom, you're in business. You just lend it, you just borrow, and your money is working for you, what you are saving. It's a game changer. So it depends on how these banks are going to accept it. They don't want to be out of business, they will be forced to jump into it by one way or the other. Because even now, the banks, the money, where are they investing the money? Are you saying they are going to consistently invest in traditional gateways? No. Look at what's happening in the real estate market. It's becoming a bubble. Valuation of properties is not what it is. You get to have someone selling a property in Ghana, let's say a studio apartment for $70,000. Buy that property from the company today, try to sell it for you, won't get the same back. Where is the money? The entire ecosystem is pregnant with inflation. So the banks also use these gateways as a means of investing, turning around their money and borrowing it to businesses. But if you can automate things, have it working without any redundancy, and that can only be available with DAOs, where everything is just structured to work. Whether you like it or not, people will continue trading the financial market. The Bank of Ghana, the government of Ghana should shut down the business of crypto. That will not shut down crypto. People will find ways and means to buy their crypto, sell their cryptos. The stock market is trading cryptos. It means it's not going to sleep. The market will continue to grow. So we just hope that the bank gets to see the positive side and work on the negatives regulate it within their own frameworks because they have the technology, they have the system, and they can do DeFi better than you and I.
Work together. It was in Africa, the Western Africa developed markets. And in Africa, for us to be able to do transaction in the littleness of village, you need cash. And before you can get cash, you need to go to the bank. But what DeFi does is DeFi costs DeFi does not allow you, it doesn't need to go to the bank. You can be anywhere and access. So I believe for emerging markets, they will work together because DeFi is a very big in that. We are seeing it. I think last week, JP Morgan, one of the biggest banks, they rolled out the crypto product for their customers. That's to tell you that they are already accepting. But we need regulation. So if the regulations are not, I would say, not very, very proper, we will not see mass aggression from the banks, but I will still say the banks would work with DeFi products to be able to serve the masses. And it will be a very good thing for the emerging markets because the DeFi products need the bank to be able to transact with them.
And it's not an African problem specifically, it's a world problem. Economies around the world are crashing, but in Ghana, maybe our economy is crashing a bit more. The Ghana cedi keeps losing its value as against the dollar. So is there a world where you could use DeFi as a tool to hedge against inflation? I'll start from now on.
Okay. Thank you, but that is not possible. Yeah, because like Bremer said, as an emerging market, we have massive challenges with how we handle money, how we move money, and how we will continue to transact with money. This is the scenario. And what is happening, like you rightly mentioned, is a world problem. You see, the Ghana cedi should have busted long ago. But I think policies and things that protect a national economy is what held it through. And when it was blowing, it just went poof. How many days did it took for the Ghana cedi to move from 8 cities, 9 cities to 15 cities? It was just a couple of days. And it means the fundamentals that were holding actually were strong. And at some point, it was not able to hold it any longer. That's harder. Like this, like jumping, and now they're trying to press. So when you look at DeFi, let's look at Germany. It's a huge economy when it comes to payment systems, fintechs, the banking, and all of that. Like, I don't know if it's possible for you to work into a bank and withdraw like 10,000 euro cash from Germany, like so easy. It is not. If it is $1 million payment you are making, you can, at a comfortable position of wherever you find yourself, fast and like transact. But look at Ghana. For example, those of us running startups, we need money to survive, right? And we are in the business of trading money. And if you are in the business of trading money, you must see money, work with money. Like, you need money.